Yeah, I thought they'd never stop singing.
Hey look, there's Clay Taylor with Swarovski Optic.
Oh yeah, that is Clay. Let's see what he's doing.
Sounds good.
Hey Clay, how you doing?
Hey guys, good to see you.
Fancy running into you here, huh?
Absolutely. Great place.
Yeah.
What do you got out there?
Oh, I just had a really nice male indigo bunting close, but he got away before I could get a picture of him.
Hey, that's the new spotting scope, isn't it?
Yeah, the new toys have arrived. The ATX, 85 millimeter, brand new from Swarovski. You've got the Old Faithful, the ATM 80 millimeter scope. Really not a lot bigger and heavier. Obviously bigger front opening, a little bit heavier, not too bad. But it's an entirely new scope. I mean, Swarovski started with a clean piece of paper and just designed everything from the ground up. Their goal was to make the finest spotting scope ever.
Have you looked through this yet?
I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. This is my
you should
first time,
definitely
so
look
let's
through
see.
it.
It's totally neat. High definition glass,
Whoa.
of course. We've got brand new coatings, and according to Austria, this is the most perfect color balance they've ever done. And so for bird watching, where colors are supremely important, this should give you the best possible view for making that tricky ID on sparrows or whatever it is.
Wow.
Yeah, super
I'm
neat.
convinced.
So
Super
what
neat.
makes it better than this scope?
Well, 3 years ago, we came out with the 25 to 50 wide-angle zoom eyepiece, which has been a great eyepiece, super nice field of view. But customers went, well, you know, we really like that 60, but we couldn't get 25 to 60 in the present format because we have the bayonet mounts to be able to interchange lenses. And so what they did was they took and integrated the scope eyepiece into the body of the scope. So now you cannot remove it. But what we did, since we were able to push the optics closer, now we have a 25 to 60 zoom eyepiece, big field of view, and then they added an extra benefit for eyeglass viewers like you, Mike, 20 millimeters of eye relief throughout the entire zoom range. So if you're wearing glasses or even sunglasses on a bright sunny day, you can get a perfect field of view no matter what. Also, since now the eyepiece is built into the housing of the scope, the zoom ring is no longer up on top on the eyepiece, it's down here right next to the focusing ring. So this is really cool. So when you're in the field, you can go from focusing to zooming and back to focusing again instantly. Tell you what, it was tricky learning it because I was used to reaching back up to the eyepiece, but boy, once I've played with this, it's really intuitive. The nice thing is, even if you're wearing gloves in the middle of winter, it's a little stiffer stiffer turning the zoom ring than it is turning the focus ring, so you can tell just by touching which ring you have on there.
So we don't have to worry about being confused as far as grabbing the focus or grabbing the zoom here. So it sounds like by building the zoom eyepiece into the scope body, there are some real practical design benefits, both in kind of this user-friendly featureness with the eye relief, but also optically really opened up some doors for you guys.
And the really cool thing was we integrated Swarovision technology from the binoculars, which was not only high definition lenses and wide field and long eye relief, but also the field flatteners. There's Swarovision field flattener in here too now, so we have perfect sharpness right out to the edges of the scope. Makes for just the most incredible view I've ever seen. I mean, I was just having so much fun with that bunting, it wasn't even funny.
So what makes this a modular spotting scope?
Okay, that was the last kind of a little gift that the engineers did for us. You push the button right here, turn, and you can pop off your oculars. So now your ocular and your objective lenses are now separate. The cool thing is you don't have to necessarily have one scope with you. I brought with me out in the field my little 65. The reason I do the 65 is, you know me, I'm the butterfly guy.
Right.
With the 65 millimeter scope, we have a minimum focus of 7.5 feet.
Wow.
At a full 60 power, because this is still 25 to 60 power, because the zooming comes with the eyepiece and not with the ocular. So I can do literally macro shots, head shots of dragonflies, butterflies, stuff like that with this. If I want to get back to more long distance viewing or better light gathering, I can just pop it back onto, there you go, onto the 85.
So this is more. This isn't just an eyepiece like we've seen in these traditional scopes. This is the eyepiece. It's got the focus ring or the zoom ring built into it and the prism in there. So this is a pretty substantial part of the whole system here. It's not just the eyepiece, and essentially you've got these front lenses you can swap out.
Right, exactly. So now, depending on what your needs are, you want to go out birding like today, bring the 85 millimeter. We do have a 95 millimeter scope, even bigger, brighter, more sharpness. I didn't bring it with me today, but
that's another module.
Another module, another
Digiscopers will
module.
love that big
Digiscopers will love it. Long distance viewing, whether it's seashore or on the Great Lakes, watching stuff out at a mile away, incredible viewing. The other cool thing is you can have the ability to go lighter. especially with the 65. I mean, look how small and light that is. I mean, that
Fit
can
in a
go
binocular case. Just
go in a
about.
binocular case. It can go in jacket pouches if necessary, or your carry-on luggage very easily. So somebody can have the 85 scope for the long distance and bright low light viewing, and then maybe if they want to go on a trip, take the 65 with them, and everything packs nicely to Costa Rica.
So it seems like really kind of an unprecedented degree of versatility here with this setup by separating the objective lens from the ocular. And I imagine we could also put, let's say we, instead of going from bigger to smaller scopes, we want to go from a straight to an angled scope. Instead of having to buy a whole new scope, you can just buy
Absolutely. Buy another ocular. Yeah, exactly.
and get the straight eyepiece,
Yep,
essentially.
sure. I can, if I want to go down the shore and take pictures of gulls and terns flying, I'll throw my straight through on there because it tracks a little better with the camera on there. Otherwise, when I'm leading a bird walk, the angle eyepiece is better because the scope will be down lower. Yeah, this is a wonderful thing. Swarovski is going to make it available in totally in components, so if somebody can order whatever pieces you want. You guys at Eagle, you can also have the option of putting together as a kit. Maybe somebody wants to buy, just the 85 and an objective, and then the price of this 65 is going to be less than $900, and basically the same price as a good high quality 50 millimeter ED scope. You can get this at 25.
That'd be tough to beat.
Oh yeah, absolutely. We're looking forward to it. This is going to be fun.
Well, thanks for showing us the new spotting scope, Clay.
Yeah, I'm wondering when I might be able to get my hands on one of these, actually.
We should have them in dealers by mid-September of 2012. It'll be available first in the angle eyepiece.
Okay.
The straight-through eyepiece will be coming in January of 2013, and everything else is available.
I know we've already been getting inquiries on them, and you can imagine back orders already with the anticipation. So, mid-September you're starting to deliver them, but I'd say probably if you're really serious about getting one, I should get on that waiting list sooner rather than later, huh?
Yeah, right in time for
thinking.
right in time for fall migration, whether it's warblers or hawks or shorebirds and all that good stuff. And then here comes winter and all the good stuff there too. So yeah, jump on it fast.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, thanks.
Well, once
Clay.
again, thanks for showing it to
All
us.
right, guys,
Yeah.
and enjoy your day.
Yeah, happy
and I'm
birding.
going to see if I can go get that bunting again.
Sounds
Good
good.
luck. All right.